Hi guys, this is Nicole back again. I'm doing another video today showing you some things that I've picked up from the op shops this week, and I'll hopefully do a video in the next couple of days as well showing you some of the things that I've been making recently. So first of all, I picked up a series of these manga comics. I'm not sure what they're about, but I just love the imagery in them. And I've already had a play around with a few of these pages, and I'll show you that in the next video. Some different coloured metallic wrapping papers. A few different interesting vinyls to play around with. I don't know if you can see just how sparkly that one is. Got another photo album to have a play with. I really like how these sheets have their lines down the side, so I was thinking of maybe taking them out as a whole and adding them to journals, or maybe seeing if I can cut them in half and seal the edges, because I like having that little journaling place next to the pocket. Some adult colouring sheets. I like using these, cutting small parts out of them for tags, or even making, they make interesting little colour it in yourself bookmarks. Some photopolymer stamps. A packet of gloss cards. Now I've had a bit of a look at these and they are actually quite shiny, almost like photo paper shiny. I don't know if that really shows up on camera. Picked up a couple of storage boxes, which are always handy in the craft room. There's another bag of mixed broken jewellery. I specifically wanted to have a bit of a play around with these shells here, make up a few things with those. Some different wrapping paper sheets. A bunch of different envelopes. Some fun colours and nice little sizes there. Another pack of playing cards to do altered playing cards with. Some glass beads. And some mixed sequins and beads. I'm hoping to do a bit of a play around with some shaker card or shaker window style things. Some different craft magazines. I've had a look through these. I want to try and make a couple of the toys in there. Should be fun having a bit of a play around with it. I especially like this little lion here. I want to give him a go. He'll look great with some of the recycled yarn that I picked up last week. Some different magazines. Now these ones I'm going to have a look through, see if there's any images that I can use. If there's not really a lot that I can use in the way of images, then I'll be making some rolled paper crafts out of those. Oh, that's magazines on the floor. And a bunch of different beading magazines. So same thing with these, I'll go through them. If they've got any ideas that I like, I'll use them. If they've got some interesting, like this one's got some interesting colours there, and could even make little tags and stuff out of that. But otherwise I can still use them for the paper if nothing else. Some more sheet music. There's a few different books this time. So I was actually looking for sheet music for ages and couldn't find much, and then all of a sudden in the last month or two it just seems to be everywhere. These little Christmas packs that look like they were promotional things from Australia Post at one stage, but you've got your wrapping paper, your little gift cards and some stickers, so that'll give me a lot to play around with. But I really like those little images on there. They'll make some really cute little tags. some more old books. Like the colouring on the edge of that one. Got a bunch more 70s and 80s sci-fi books. This is just a couple of them. I think there was about a dozen in all that I picked up. Dictionary and Thesaurus for crafts. So I like using the pages from these. Sometimes I age them up a little bit, and sometimes I even partially gesso over them, stamp images on them, put them in a frame and put them on the wall. They're quite interesting for that. Good old Bronte. Some beautiful natural aging to these ones. This one I picked up because it's got some interesting colours to it, but it's also got some, trying to find them here, some pages with some interesting pictures of different instruments. So they'll be a little bit fun to have a play around with. A couple more foreign books. Once again, I apologise, I have no idea what these books are actually about. I believe this one may be Sherlock Holmes. It says Sherlock Holmes, so I'm not sure if it's some sort of parody or if it's just spelled incorrectly, but the pages are beautiful anyway. It's another old book, and this one's a kid's book with some lovely colour illustrations in there. I love that sort of 50s, 60s feel children's illustrations. Some ideas for some new tassels to have a play around with all that yarn that I picked up last week. This is an interesting book on different dolls throughout the ages. Having a flick through them, some of them look quite creepy as dolls sometimes do, but plenty of full colour images there. Now this was just a little random book with a grid page on it. So with these ones, I like using this sort of paper on the back of tags and on the back of journaling cards. I actually prefer this to lined. I think it gives it a different look and it gives you a bit more options with what you can put on there. And a couple of full colour manga / anime books. Some really nice images in those. I really love the manga aesthetic, so I'll try and use several of these in my crafts. So this one's got some black and white pages in the back, but the front is full colour and full page, some full page images there. Now this one's got some really nice full page watercolour style images of different plants and leaves. Now this one I'm absolutely in love with. It's hard to find interesting books with a darker or sort of steampunk aesthetic to them, but this book, just the imagery in it is just beautiful. Little book on how to draw. I like these how to draw style books because they tend to give you not only your full colour images as well, but your little sketch images. So not only can you learn to draw them yourself, but you can also use these interesting little sketches in your own works as well. Now this one's a little bit fun. So this is a book on collecting stamps, but it's actually got full colour images of so many different stamps in there. Oh, bear with me there. And just like these, I think they're copies of actual papers, and some of them just have some beautiful colours and textures to them, so they'll be fun for making like little stamps for fake postcards and stuff. And I'll have to put this one sideways because once again this one's a really big book, but it's just a Really nicely illustrated atlas, and at the front it's got some information on space as well. So I might have to see if my son wants to keep this one first, but if not, then I'll definitely pull it apart for crafts. Okay. Thanks for watching. In the next day or two I'll also upload a video which will show you some of the things that I've been working on recently. Goodbye.